today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to talk about the mother who happens to be a mother of 7 kids by 7 different dudes. Yes, you heard it correctly, ladies and gentlemen. Who not only is a single mother to 7 kids by 7 different dudes, but she also happens to get over $3,000 in food stamps and governmental assistance. Not only that, but she goes by the handle on TikTok, J_Black, where in practically every reel on her page, J_Black, she is talking about how she takes so much pride in getting food stamp assistance and even being a single mother. And this just goes to show you, everybody, of how not only do so many African American women take pride in being single mothers, might as well say take so much pride in being dysfunctional people. Also, it shows how they are rewarded unlimited governmental assistance and support by the government on behalf of being single mothers, by how so many of them are living off of child support. And this is one reason why not only are Black American women, so many Black American women, some of the least desired groups of women out of all other races of women, even when it comes to other races of men, not just us, but there are other races of men who, when they have to choose a woman who may be a potential or compatible match with them on a dating app, they may hop all over a Black American woman for a woman of another race. And I kind of see why, due to how so many of them come with usually so much baggage, due to how so many of them always believe in having kids before marriage. And in most instances, not just kids before marriage or outside of marriage, but kids by different guys. Like, it's normalized. It seems like, in a sense, it's normalized, because that's pretty much all you see. Even when you go on a Kendrick G show or the Pop the Balloon show, it never fails that practically all the women who appear on those types of dating shows are always single mothers to more than one kid by more than one man, with no shame. Once they tell about their personal lives, how they have kids, not just they may have kids by all their kids by one man in most instances, but once again, all their kids by more than one man. And I could just imagine if the shoe's on the other foot, and hypothetically speaking, say there happened to be a man who happened to be in the same predicament as this lady. I don't know how old she is or which age bracket she's in, but she happens to be somewhere around her, I would say, early 30s to maybe early 40s. Anyways, and once again, if this happened to be a man in the same exact type of predicament who happened to get over $3,000 in food stamps as a result of him being a single father. Now imagine how many people would have been ridiculing him, would have been making fun of him. In the same, once again, he would be in the same, or could be in the same exact predicament as this here woman, and will go viral on behalf of being a single mother, forgive me, but a single father to 7 kids by 7 different women. And he didn't work or anything. He just lived off of governmental assistance. Now, true enough, the man, according to the Bible, for some of you who may not know about the Bible, may not follow it, it talks about how the man is supposed to be the head of the household, which means that if you want to look at it in this context, a man, if he may be married and have his own home, when a kid or more than one kid, he's always supposed to be the sole provider in both the marriage and the household. Now, a lot of you women go like to abide by that principle, but you same women, a lot of you same women who always are looking for the man to be the sole provider, looking for a man Even if the man just may be in a casual relationship with you, if he may be, in other words, dating you without being married to you, you may expect for him to still be the main one to take care of you, even if you may happen to have kids. But the kids, none of your kids may be about him. You will still, and if that guy's living in your home, you will still depend on that man to go out of his way to provide for you and just take on all the responsibilities. The sole responsibilities are not only paying the bills, but taking care of you whenever you may need the money to buy you clothes when, pay bills when, go out with, and your kids. Only for you to go and cheat on that man. Go out of your ways to be unfaithful to him. You same women who claim to be so holy art thou and so spiritual, so into the Bible, expect for a man to be such a provider, you so faithful to you while in a relationship, but you won't even much take out the time to be faithful to him, much less the Most High, because you pray, some of you may pray on a daily basis for the Lord to not give up on answering your prayers, but yet and still you are being, if you want to be technical, you're going right in the Lord's face and being unfaithful to him throughout each and every minute, hour, and second, day, week, month of your life by going against all his commandments, yet and still you expect for him to be so committed to you, the Lord. And I also wanted to add this. So many of you women feel like just because you're a woman, you have that female entitlement mentality to the extent where just because you are a woman, you are supposed to be in this here sister's predicament, same predicament on her behalf of how she has over 7 kids by 7 different men. A lot of you who are on governmental assistance who may get food stamps, to put it another way, or in other words, you feel like it's okay for you to be able to be at home all day without any actual job, not working a job at all, instead to just, for the most part, live off of food stamps / governmental assistance. But anytime a man may try to do it, once again, you go out of your ways to ridicule him due to the double standard. And this, whether you know it or not, this is one reason why a lot of you are becoming more and more motivated, ladies, and taking more pride into being single mothers, and because there are more single mothers in the African American community than married mothers, or to put another way, than women who may have had kids after marriage, as opposed to women who may have had kids before marriage, due to how you feel like it's more benefits in being, and I hate so much to use this term, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway, a baby mama as opposed to a wife when kids. Our whole entire thinking process in the African American community is so backwards and so out of whack to the point where it's ridiculous. Once again, my point of making this video is on behalf of how so many of you Black American women look at that as a reward, as a quote-unquote badge of honor, having kids and having multiple kids, not just one kids, but multiple kids, due to how you look at having kids outside of marriage as the ultimate hustle when it all comes down to it, because half of y'all don't even much spend time with y'all kids. And although right now school is not in anymore due to the summer break for the kids, some of you who are having that opportunity to get to spending quality time with your kids, for some of you women who may work a job, even when you work a job and you may get off work, then may have the rest of the day, night, whatever, to spend time with your kids. However, you may try to go out of your ways to throw them off on other people, specifically your mothers, their grandmothers, just so you won't have to deal with them, or just so you could be able to hoe around all you want to. I'm telling you, So our African American women, so many of them are so hopeless to the point where I feel so sorry for them due to how they look at having kids once again as the ultimate hustle, just so they can be able to collect so much in child support, especially on behalf of you who may have kids, which a lot of you are doing nowadays, not realizing how much of a slut that makes you come across, how trashy that makes you come across, how much of a whore that makes you come across when you have kids by more than one man, and how you look at that as the ultimate hustle as well. Because some of you look at it from this perspective, if I'm right or wrong, but when the more baby daddies you have, the more you could be able to collect in child support, especially if all of those men who you may have your kids may have had your kids by, but you're no longer with, you may collect child support with, are working, and may be working. For instance, one of them may have his own car wash, the other one may have his own barbershop. Then the third one, this is if you may have 3 kids by 3 different men, or 2 by 3 different men. I mean 3 by 2 different men. I had it backwards when I said 2 kids by 3 different men, but I meant 3 kids by 2 different men. You look at these types of situations or ordeals when you may have more than one kid outside of marriage, and you don't plan on marrying, due to how not only do you feel like you would be trapped being with the man for X amount of years, but so many of you feel like if you did marry, you wouldn't be able to be entitled to the same types of benefits and privileges of being a single mother as opposed to the wife. But if you want to be technical, ladies, there are more benefits and privileges of being a wife than it is a baby mother. And I say that because there are some women who are divorced that are getting not only child support but alimony as well. Now, do baby mamas or baby mamas entitled to child support and alimony? No, only child support and governmental assistance by getting food stamps like the sister I referred to earlier. But let's say it may be a case where a woman may have been married to a man for X amount of years, and her husband may end up passing away before she does. That guy may have been a military lieutenant. Now think about how set she would be for the rest of her life, as opposed to if she didn't marry that same military lieutenant. She would be entitled to get possession of his pension, his military severance pay, military pension, whatever you would classify it as, along with his will, his estate. And if they have kids, will be able to get, if the kids may happen to be under the ages of 20, either 21 or 26, you will also be entitled to child support. All 3 of those benefits and privileges. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. And like I always, make sure you guys like this here video. Make sure you share, you comment on it, last not least, you subscribe to the channel. Speaking of which, I may just happen to be, now I may, if time allows, and I don't have other business to tend to later on in the day, I may have to make a pre-recorded reactionary video or reaction video on behalf of this same single mother or 7 kids by 7 different dudes and gets over $3,000 in child support. Anyways, you guys have a good one.